What's up, guys? I'm back with an update video here. So I was hoping for this to be a look at where it bent and go about plating it, but that's engine oil. So I've got a problem on this LS. It's gushing oil out of this bolt hole or something around here, so I don't know if it's pan gasket or if the box broke more or what the deal is. So I'm gonna hold off on worrying about plates, and I'm gonna worry about getting a different engine put in this car. So I've got my 350 back here. It's just a little standard bore. Bottom end's never been touched to my knowledge. Put a bigger cam in it. Melling oil pump, double roller timing chain. Nothing fancy at all, but it never dies. I have to JB weld the block on this thing because it broke because I left the water in it, but we'll get this swapped in. I'm going to try and do time lapse like I did when I pulled the car down. I'll probably have a few people helping me here, but I'll show little in between clips maybe how I JB weld it, even though I just slap it on there. I don't even really care because I don't usually put water in it. But I got the trunk a little shaped up a little better, which maybe I'll put that in this video, maybe I'll put it in a different video when I plate the car, but that'll be the start for today's video. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, I'm back. Struggled big time taking the slider out. I don't know. But it's out. And then we got the 9-wire cut that goes around the tranny crossover. Sorry, I'm not showing it. But cut those real quick. Pulled the shifter bracket off my Turbo 350 in here. And I pushed it through the floor. And now what I'll do is I'll lower the car back down, pull motor mount bolts out, and then I'll get ready to pull the engine and tranny out. Well, I gotta do tranny lines, motor mount bolts, pull it all out, cut my motor mounts out because I'm gonna put them in different spots for that cradle on that 350. And yeah, so that's how that's gonna go. I'm probably gonna put you back on the time lapse here in a second. I'll show you how I JB welded it. I just boogered it on there. See, it broke. Also, last time I ran this, it got pushed in the firewall, so I'm hoping that's not holding the rocker up, because I'm pretty sure that's like the shape of a rocker. So I might actually have to look at that. Maybe I'll pull it off real quick and go from there. Alright guys, I'm back. As you see, motor's ready to pull. Bolts are just sitting in there. Got the nuts off of them. Got all the wiring unhooked. I don't know. Carbs off. Throttle cable's out. I think it's ready to come out. Just, yeah, I think that's it. I don't really know what else. I guess I got tranny tunnel clearance now from when it pushed up, so should make pulling and putting new one in pretty easy. But I guess we'll get to it because I want to have that small block set in here tonight yet. So. Alright guys, motor's out. Can see a little more of the frame. I haven't looked at it yet. So pocket looks like it actually might be starting to go on that side. See that line right there? Looks like it might be pushing back. It definitely is, because you can see the kink. I'm not really, don't look at these cars much, but it looks like to me that that is starting to kink. Maybe that's their factory. It's pushing back because that weld right there is cracked. So when I go to do the motor mounts, I might buzz that little bit of weld in there, spruce that up. But you can see the top of the box now, how that tore away right there. You can see how it's all open. I still have yet to know how to plate it, but I'll figure it out. So now I might cut the motor mounts out, put them on the other motor, and get it slid in here and go from there, I guess. Maybe off clearance for my pedal, or I'll wait because I don't feel like doing that tonight. So yeah, that's our little update for now. Getting my motor ready to set in. I got the motor mounts cut out. I didn't grind it, but got that power steering line out. So all we got to do when we get it in the car is hook that back up. My pump's loose right now. I'll probably dig into this more once it's in the car, in case that is causing clearance issues, because I don't know. But so we'll get it thrown in the car here. I'll show you. I don't really care about that, because literally one run and this thing is going to be beyond junk. So throw this motor back in, get it welded back up, and then probably call it a night. Well guys, as you see, we got the motor in here. I got it slid pretty far forward. Not a lot of radiator clearance, but I sit pretty tall. My distributor clearance is, compared to my hand, so probably 8-10 inches of clearance. Should be fine radiator wise. This is the downfall from running homemade stuff sometimes. So my motor mount is right. It's literally touching my steering shaft, so what I'm gonna have to do is come in here and torch this edge off of this motor mount and then buzz it in with the welder. But next you see, I'll probably be welding it in, so I'll keep you guys up on the time lapse so you can see how that goes. Well, guys and gals, if you're still watching to this point, I really appreciate it. I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's currently it's 12:13, so it's not super late, but I still want to get some work done and be productive tomorrow. It's gonna be a hot one, so get some rest. I'm gonna end up coming back and welding the front of this motor mount while it's on the lift, because I can't really get to it very good like that. I have some U-joint clearance now, so that's all I was wanting. I got the throttle cable hooked up, fuel lines hooked up. I did that off camera, but all I gotta do is run the power wire that's currently right there. I need to hook that to the distributor, and then I need to hook my tranny cooler lines and wires up. Slider needs to go in. I don't remember what I had for a dipstick. I have a short dipstick, so that's gonna be terrible. Actually, I can get through it to here. Hook my starter up. This is normally, this is actually more than I normally weld my motor mounts and the bone stocks. I normally do the top, bottom, and then a side. Bottom and back side doesn't touch, so I put that plate up there. I'm really cobbling this car together. It's got one run maybe, so that's not how I normally build my stuff, just because it's cobbled. I mean, sometimes I do, just don't look too hard, but like that bolt right there. Yeah, anyways, so I'll probably have this running, driving tomorrow, fingers crossed. Yeah, I don't know, hook crap up, and then hopefully then separate. This is probably, I don't know if I'll do any more on this video. Maybe I'll do the driving part depending on when I feel like editing this and putting it all together. Maybe I'll have the driving same video, maybe not, but plating, all that will be on a different video. But I guess, I don't know, I try to do it different. I have not looked at how the footage turned out for like my welding, so hopefully that works out. Alright guys, I'm back. Trying something here on my head. I can't really see it, so hopefully it's working. Because anyways, got the car, got all buttoned up in here. I put this radiator in it. It's draining water. I know it leaks. I don't really care because this engine doesn't, I don't really care about it. I got tranny lines hooked up, which right there, I pulled the dipstick, it overflowed tranny fluid, so I'm pretty sure I'm sitting all right for a test drive. Wiring's done. I got my clip in the distributor and it runs back, tied in. I got my tranny cooler wired in there. I'll check the oil real quick first. It's got oil, calling that good. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take it on a little test drive and I'll keep you on my head so you can see what goes on. I'm gonna check oil. I got an oil pressure gauge, so I'm gonna watch oil pressure. I might look at this to make sure it's still fire, or it's that rocker's still moving. If not, I gotta deal with that later. So I haven't, all I did was try to crank it to know that my battery's hooked up right. I welded the front of my motor mount too, and I 9-wired the crossmember down and put the slider drive shaft in it. So So test drive went good. I didn't check fluids because it'll be fine, but it looks to me like I'm leaking something pretty bad. Looks like power steering line is loose. One of these is probably the one that I forgot to tighten. So I guess I'll tighten that real quick and then call that good. So drove good. This car has stupid low gears, so it's not going to be very quick at all. And I knew that when I put the rear end together. Well, because I did it for the LS, because I had to run a big stall for the... well, I didn't have to run a big stall. I could have ran a smaller diameter converter, but I didn't want to spend money on it. So I used an old stall that we had, so it was a 3,600 RPM stall. And I didn't want it to ride the stall a lot, so I put extra low gears in this rear end. The gears I also got... I got 2 sets of 4 9-inch gears for 20 bucks, I think, so can't really go wrong there, but that's why it is the way it is. But I might fire the car back up and make sure that that's tight. I'll have to go around to the other side. Need to put it in park instead of neutral. Okay. Well, that didn't fix it. I'll come back later and figure out why it's draining out of there, but I won't do that on video. So I'm back. I'm a bit sweaty and frustrated, but I think I finally got it. I don't know if you guys could see, I'm pretty much soaked. I'm literally dripping, but so I figured out that this pump had the wrong style. Well, the inlet in the back of the pump for the high pressure line was a different style than the line that I had, which is from a buddy of mine. And all the spare factory pumps we have on the shelf all have the same style line. So what I ended up doing is, this is a power steering pump line that we had off of a pre-ran car, the red and black Mercury I ran. And it was made to go for rear steer, so it's got extensions and it was straightened. Anyways, it was the same thread style that was in the box, but it'd bottom out before the line would get tight. So I ended up taking a factory Turbo 350 brass fitting, tranny line fitting. I know it's completely wrong threads, but I just shoved it in there because I don't want to buy a line or figure that out. So I ended up shoving that in there with some Teflon tape, got it tightened up, and it works. No leaks now. So this will be it for today's video, and then I'll come back. Right now I'm gonna start on plating it, but that's gonna be the video right after this. So I guess that'll be it for today's video. So please like, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see more of. Thanks.